I'm Brennan Bonin.
And I'm Michelle Bonin, and our daughter is Riley, and she is 11. And we have been coming here for 6 years. Our previous church didn't have really any kids program. We wanted a church that was going to be breathing in the Word of God into Riley, as well as, what we do at home. You guys just loved on her so much, and it made such an impact in her, for Riley to beg us to go to church on Thursday nights.
In the beginning, we were solidly sit in the back people. Whenever a message would come up and they would talk about serving or finding small groups, we were like, nope, don't need any part of that right now. Slowly,
we would sit a row closer every time.
Move up a little bit farther, and then we just started feeling like it was time we could serve. I was like, okay, I could do that. So we started serving, and then it has grown into something so much more than I ever thought it would. I think for us all in, God is challenging us lately with giving our time. And it's hard to give up. Amazing how uncomfortable I've been in the past couple of years at church, but not in a bad way. I'm uncomfortable because I'm doing things that I'm not really, really good at and confident doing in front of people, but I'm doing them anyway.
We're both perfectionists in a way. We don't which is so ironic because I know that in order to come to God, you will never be perfect. I get that concept, and we both know that, but we are definitely I can't do that yet because I won't be good at it, or I don't know if I'm the right person for that job because I think so and so could do it better, kind of thing. And sometimes that's not what God's saying to do. He just wants you to come to him with your talents and your time, and he'll work out all the details of it, but he just wants you to commit to it.
He never asks. He's not asking for perfection. He wants your best.
He's rewarded us with friendships, really.
Yes.
Because I think of honestly in the last year how many friendships we've gained just by Brennan joining the worship team, and how many people that are our go-to people if something happens, if we need prayer. Having
those, deep relationships in church when you're going through hard times is, well, first of all, I never thought that I'd go through hard times to, need people for, but when you wake up and you realize that you are, knowing you have people to go to who will give you sound, godly advice is comforting. Because, we all have friends, but who's going to give you the right advice? Who's going to give you the godly advice that you need? Because
that is what got me through. I needed people with sound Bible advice and words of wisdom and just God's love really pouring into me at that hard time. And during our hard time too. So
that's why I would advise anybody who is sitting in the back or doesn't think that they need people. I would strongly advise you to find a small group, find your people, because when you wake up and you are going through that time in your life, you need people who are going to do battle with you, and you will find them. If you join a small group, if you get deeper into church, you will find those people. And
if you're sitting in the back, you should move up one row.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Slowly.
Anyway.
You don't have to go quick. You just move up a little bit every week.
We are the Bonins, and we are all in.